Thousands of students have marched to the Capitol in Sacramento to protest cuts in public education. Reporter Liberty Zabala got on a bus from CSUN to the state capitol to cover the March for Higher Education protest.
Thanks, Cassie. An estimated 10,000 students from around the state marched through the streets of downtown Sacramento to let lawmakers know they're angry about paying more and more year after year for a public university education.
No fees. Education should be free. No cuts. No fees. Education should be free.
These students are fired up.
Can't take it no more.
Against budget cuts and the increasing cost of education.
My name is Phil Salas. I go to Cal Poly Pomona.
Salas says costs were so high he lived in his car.
Because tuition went up $1,000.
So he got on a midnight bus ride to the state capitol to let lawmakers know. Back at campus, not everyone agrees with this approach.
They should be saying to the chancellor, why can't you figure out a way to accommodate us with the money that the state's given you, instead of going to the state and asking for money that they don't have.
This year, Governor Jerry Brown's budget cuts the CSU and UC systems by $750 million each. And if you take a closer look, there's something called the ballot trigger reduction, which means if Brown's tax increase doesn't pass on the November ballot, students will be faced with an additional $200 million in cuts.
And another $200 million at the UC. So it's another $400 million that's dangled out there. It's outrageous.
Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom criticized Brown's cuts to education.
Stop. Enough. Your father, Governor Brown, conceived of the master plan. I mean, you're destroying his legacy. You're destroying, frankly, the legacy that is the state of California.
The governor's office released this statement to Valley View News. The students are reflecting the frustrations of millions of Californians who have seen their public schools and universities eroded year after year. That's why it's imperative that we get more tax revenue this November. And as for Salas, the Cal Poly student who lived in his car, he says the protest was worth it.
I liked it a lot. It gave me hope.
Governor Brown has proposed raising taxes to offset some of these cuts. Those measures are on the November ballot, but they may be a hard sell in a weak economy where many people are still out of work. Now back to you in the studio.